Hello everyone, it's Dale here with new weekly trading ideas video. Today we are going to look at the euro, then the Australian dollar US dollar, and then the Canadian dollar US dollar. Before that, just a very quick note about a back to school sale which I'm currently running on my website. If you look here, this is my website traderdale.com, and if you click this button, trading course and tools, then it will take you to this page where you can get the back to school discount. It's valid until the Friday the 5th, and if you scroll down a bit, then you can get those packs: the volume profile pack, the order flow pack, VWAP pack, and smart money pack for a discounted price. You can get them separately in here, or scroll down a bit and get a huge pack of all those 4 packs together for only $6.97. That is until the end of this week. Alright, now let's go to the charts. So what you see before you, this is the euro dollar chart, 30-minute time frame. The platform, that's the NinjaTrader 8 platform, and what I have here are my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators. And on this 30-minute chart of euro, I want to show you 2 strong levels that I'm planning to trade. Those are 2 support levels, this one and this one. The higher one is at 1.1664. The lower one is at 1.1644. Let me now tell you about the reasoning behind those levels. So let's start with the higher one, 1664. Let me use the volume profile here and show you this interesting thing. There was a rather strong rejection of lower prices here because the price went downwards and then aggressively upwards, right? That's a rejection of lower prices. Rather aggressive rejection. And within this rejection, you can see that there were those heavy volumes here on the volume profile. This is telling us that the buyers were active here and that in this place they placed most of the long positions before pushing the price aggressively upwards, right? So this is important place for buyers, and I like to trade from this place, which is the heaviest volume peak in this volume cluster. As you can see, really aggressive buying activity started from this place, so that really confirms the strength of the level. All right. And by the way, what also adds strength to the level is that if you look at it like this, then this whole area was a massive volume zone in the past. So it is quite likely that if there's a pullback to this level, then buyers from here will become active again and push the price upwards from there again. All right, so that's why I want to go long from this support. And let's now take a look at the second one. Let me move the profile a bit. And I'm pretty sure that right now you can see that this is the main reason for the long level here at 1644. What this heavy volume zone is telling us is that buyers were pushing the price up in here in this uptrend, then they stopped for a while accumulating more longs, and then they continued to push the price upwards. So this is an important zone for buyers. They placed a lot of their long positions there. So if there's a pullback in the future, chances are that there'll be a reaction. All right, so that's why I'm planning to go long from here. Ideal scenario would be pullback to the first long, reaction, then pull back to the second long, and a reaction. All right, so those are my plans on the euro, and let me now switch over to the Australian dollar US dollar. So this is a 30-minute chart of the Australian dollar US dollar. And in here we have quite similar levels actually, because the price is trending in here as well, the same as on the euro. And if you use the volume profile, then it will point you to significant levels. So first, let me talk about the first long, which is at 65.31. Maybe I should just show you like this, because this is really the most important reason behind this level. This is rejection of lower prices, the same as on the euro, right? In here, we have a very strong volume zone in here within this rejection. It's even better visible than on the euro, right? So you can already see the place where buyers stepped in and pushed the price upwards again. So this is very important place for buyers, and I like to trade from this level because this is also beginning of fair value gap. This is fair value gap. That's from Smart Money Concepts. My software draws that automatically. Well, actually it's not my software. I found it on the internet, the one which draws the fair value gaps. Anyways, I'm using it to draw fair value gaps, and right here there's a fair value gap, and this is the beginning of the fair value gap. That's a place where I like to trade from. Also, it is the beginning of a heavy volume zone, so perfect spot in my opinion for a long trade. So if we see a pullback, then I plan to go long from there. All right, now let's talk about the second level, this one at 65.15, and it is based on this heavy volume zone. Very similarly as on the euro, we have an uptrend, then the price stopped for a bit in here. Buyers were adding to the long positions. You can see that the heavy volumes were traded here, and then price continued to go up again. So if there is a pullback, chances are that there'll be a reaction as the buyers from here will want to defend this place and push the price up again. All right, so that's the battle plan for the Australian dollar US dollar, and let's now check out the US dollar Canadian dollar. So what do you have in here on this 30-minute chart of the US dollar Canadian dollar is just look at the price action first. We have a very prominent rejection of higher prices, right? This is telling us that buyers tried to push the price up, but then sellers stepped in, very aggressive sellers, and pushed the price aggressively downwards. What I want to see when there's a strong rejection like this one, I want to see heavy volumes somewhere around the place where the price turned, like in here, because I need to see where the sellers stepped in, right? Where the sellers who pushed the price downwards again, where they stepped in. The level which I have here is at 1.3765. No, it's 37.66 actually, and it is the beginning of this whole volume cluster, and also beginning of a fair value gap, right? This is a bearish fair value gap, and this is the beginning of it. So it nicely aligns with that beginning of that heavy volume zone here. So when there's a pullback, I think that chances are that there'll be a nice reaction as the sellers from here will want to defend this place, which was important for them in the past. So they'll want to defend it, and that's why the price should go down from here. One more thing that I'd like to mention here is that take a look at this low, very weak low, right? Buyers didn't really, jump in aggressively and didn't really push the price aggressively up. There was just this sort of weak low, small shy reactions, and what the price likes to do is it likes to test below such areas. So ideal scenario would be price hitting that level and then going for this weak low, right? That would be the ideal scenario. So let's see how it plays out, right? Now, before I wrap the video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators for TradingView platform, and right now on your screen you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner, and what I'll do next is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in this contest is leave a comment below this video, which I'll publish on YouTube, and next week I'll randomly pick one person to win this set of custom-made indicators. So that's about that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading!